This past weekend, I had to put down my co-star Peanut. Signing the papers for the vet to put her to sleep was the hardest thing I've ever done. I'd already made this video for the cat tag. Like it was just ready to come out when I had to put her down. I had also edited and filmed and edited a couple others with her in it. I typically do that so that I can put them out every Friday because the great YouTube algorithm loves regularity. So there's going to be a couple videos with her in it after this point. But then that's it, because Peanut has died. I might take a break after this. I might take a break because I don't know where I'm going now. We're a long way from being able to monetize these videos. It really was just a fun thing that the two of us could do together. So I might take some time off to figure it out. Figure out if I want to do this without her. I don't know. But I'd already filmed this cat tag video. It was already set to come out this Friday, so I'm releasing it early because if you're a regular to the show, please leave a comment and tell me how much. If you're regular to the show, please leave a comment and tell me how much you'll miss her. It would mean a lot to me. For everyone else, thanks. Welcome back to Wordfully Yours. My name is Jeff, and this is my director, Peanut. It turns out there's something called, it was originally invented as a dog tag, but Michael K. Vaughan, when he did it, he put out an invitation to anybody that extended to dogs, cats, anything dog-like, had fur, legs, whatever. So whatever. So now it's a cat tag, and I've had Peanut in enough of these videos that I had to do a cat tag for her. So here we are. Whatever. Okay. The first question is, tell us about your cat. All right. I picked up Peanut from the Humane Society a few years ago. I'm not sure how many years ago because Peanut refuses to tell me. I'm not supposed to know her age. I went down to the Humane Society with a friend of mine. My previous cat had died a number of years back. I decided that it was just weird being the only living thing in this house. I'm a bachelor. So I went with a friend of mine down to the Humane Society, and we found a new friend. I went through a few of the enclosures. Well, they're enclosures. You can actually walk into them. A lot of the other cats there, they were just kind of there. They looked like they had seen some stuff, and they were just sort of done with it. But I walk into one, and Peanut, she comes out of this little cat house thing. She walks out of it, and she does this on my leg, like wanting me to pick her up, like she had decided that I was her human, she was my cat, and I was to take her home. So who am I to argue, right? So I took her home, and here she is. She is my, I'd like to call her an emotional support cat, but I'm pretty sure that there's some licensing involved with that, but whatever. She's my director. Yes. The second question is, what is your cat's favorite book? Peanut's favorite book is called Morte by Robert Rapino. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name. Robert Rapino. It's called Morte. It involves something happened. I'm not sure if the book ever explains what it was. I think it's a virus or something. It spreads across the globe, and all of the animals in the world, particularly the pets, their intelligence increases to human-like levels, and they anthropomorphize to where they can have hands and legs and whatever. So of course the first thing they do is kill all humans and enslave the rest. So this is Peanut's favorite book. The first one is called Morte. It's because the cat adopts the name himself because he decides that death is I forget why. It's been a while since I read the book. But it's Peanut's favorite book because animals rule the world and humans are slaves, and I'm pretty much already Peanut's slave, so it's her favorite book. Whatever. Use the first letter in book titles to spell your cat's name. Okay. This didn't say I had to actually have read the book. So spelling out Peanut is tough. So I did some Googling. Okay, here we are. Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler. I haven't read the book, but it's been on my TBR list forever, so it works. It's a science fiction book, and that's all I know about it. I refuse to read the summary, the blurb, because every time I read one, I hate blurbs. Every time I read one, it makes me want to not read the book. I hate writing them for the books that I write. I hate reading them for the books that other people write. I hate blurbs. I refuse to have any idea what this book's about. I'm told it's good. I'm going to read it. It's been on my TBR list for a while. It'll happen. Parable of the Sower, Octavia Butler. The letter E, the Epic of Gilgamesh. If you don't know what it is, do some Googling. It's very old. It's mythological. Are you going to hang out? The Epic of Gilgamesh was originally not even a book. It was written down on clay tablets thousands of years ago. But since then, the clay tablets have been found. They've been translated. It's been put into book form, which you can read, which has been on my TBR list for a while. The Epic of Gilgamesh. Nobody actually knows who wrote it. That's E. A, Animal Farm by George Orwell. I don't know if you know anything about the book. It's sort of a fable. The animals can talk. It was written as an allegory to how a society can move into communism and the benefits and the pros and the cons, mainly the cons. It was mainly written to illustrate the cons of, come on, Peanut. Letter N is Neuromancer by William Gibson. I hate this book. I hate this book, and I understand it's very divisive. Mainly because it's hard to keep track of. It uses a lot of terminology that the book invents and never really explains. I don't like it because it involves situations and characters that they just throw you into places and things. You don't know where they are, why they're there, who's what. They just kind of keeps going. Imagine if someone were drunk and you gave them a keyboard and you just told them to keep writing, and they kept writing, and they kept writing, and they kept writing, and they did not stop. That's Neuromancer. That's why I don't like it. But I understand that's the same reason why other people like it. Whatever. If you have an opinion, put it down in the comments. Explain your viewpoint. I would love to hear it. Neuromancer, that's N. U is called Ubik by Philip K. Dick. I've never read it. Nor do I plan to. I hate Dick. Dick is horrible. I also understand he's very divisive. I've read a couple of books by his. I read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, the book that Blade Runner was loosely based on. I don't even want to say loosely. I want to say the character names are the same. One or two situations are taken from the book vaguely. I love the movie. I did not like the book. The book had Peanut, they don't want to see your butt. Face that way. The book had some good concepts in it, such as it all happened after nuclear war, a lot of Peanut, and these androids lived. I remember they lived on Mars, and they came down to Earth because they're trying to escape their captors. And it had a lot of good concepts in it. It has such promise, but there was just so much filler and it was just so unrelatable, and they referenced boobs an awkward amount of times. It was just, I mean, I wanted it to be more than it was. It just wasn't. I read that one. I read another one by him. I'm not reading this Ubik thing. Just, I hate Dick. Dick sucks. Same. And T, as I was Googling, I found out that, I don't know if you've ever seen the 1950s movie, sci-fi movie, This Island Earth. If you hadn't, what are you even doing with your life? See the movie. I'm sure it's free somewhere. It turns out that This Island Earth was based on a 1950s book by the same name. It goes along sort of the same lines, where at the beginning, where a guy receives instructions and equipment on how to put together this device, much like IKEA. And he puts together the device, and it talks to this alien. The alien recruits him as this peacekeeping thing, and it turns out he wants to get Earth involved with this interplanetary war. The book sounds a lot more interesting than the movie was. So now that I know that this book exists, this is now on my TBR list. I plan on reading this very soon and getting a review out, because it's just, I gotta read it now. It sounds so good. What is your cat's relationship with books? Peanut can't read. I've tried teaching her. She refuses to read. I don't know what's wrong with it. Kids today need to learn how to read. You really need, if she could read, I would probably be afraid of her if she learned how to read, but Peanut can to read. She doesn't have a relationship with books, except for the book I mentioned before, because I told her what it was about. Now it's her favorite book. What is your favorite book with a cat? It's not really a book. It's more of a short story. I think it's pronounced The Cats of Ulthar by H.P. Lovecraft. In it, H.P. Lovecraft had a lot of problems, but he did like cats. So there's that. The Cats of Ulthar explains there's this small town. It's always a small town of stories. And the cats in the town inexplicably disappear one night, because the people of the town were very mean to this person who I can't remember who they are, but it involved cats, and it showed the town's love for cats, and it showed, a horrible person's love for cats. Cats are awesome. Cats are awesome. Okay. Find a book on your shelves with a cat on the cover. Now, I'm dyslexic, so I don't have a lot of physical books. My bookshelf is very tiny, and it's mostly comic books. So, I could show you some books on my Kindle. I read books on the Kindle because I can put them into a font that's more readable, and that's how I make my way through them. So I could show you book covers on my Kindle. However, to take the question at its literal literally, whatever. Taking the question literally, I am to take a book off of my shelf with a cat on the cover and show you. This is what I came up with. This is a comic book adaptation of The Wizard of Oz, illustrated by my favorite comic book illustrator, Mr. Scotty Young, this guy right here. I love his artwork. It is so good. Oh, I'm taking this Mr. Line here as the cat, so whatever. But I love Scotty Young's artworks, and so this is the book that I'm citing with a cat on the cover, because it's my book. Even though it's a comic book, I can pick whatever book I want. Isn't it right? Peanut said it was allowed. Find a book in your TBR that has the word cat in the title or has a cat in it. Okay. In my TBR is a book called You Sexy Thing by Cat Rambo. On the cover, it just says Cat Rambo, You Sexy Thing. So I'm taking the entire thing as the cover, as the title of the book. Peanut, come on. You're going to hang out for a bit? So I'm taking the whole thing as a... Peanut, please, come on. We got video to do. We got video to do. It's very important. Stop showing them your butt. I'm taking the entire thing as... Peanut, they don't want to see your butt. I'm taking the entire thing as a... Peanut, they don't want to see your butt. I'm taking the entire thing as a title. Cat Rambo, you sexy thing. It's been on my TV list for a while. Come on. Oh, Peanut, come on, please. I'm taking the entire thing as a title. Hold on one second. So who would you like to tag? I extend this tag to anybody with a cat, a dog, a gerbil, a hamster, a guinea pig, a real pig, a monkey, a bat, whatever you have with fur or without fur. Make this tag about your pet. Post a video. I would bless you. I would love to watch a video about your pet. Please. Thank you for. Please stop making those sound. Thank you for watching. Are you okay, Peanut? I think she has a runny nose. Thank you for watching. Please do some stuff with the buttons at the bottom. Bye.